Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. Where were we going? Oh, mission global admin for missions working tune. That ain't working. Ha ha! Give me a second, guys. Need to fix that. Missions, that stuff coming through that shouldn't be coming through like that every 2 minutes. I can fix that now on the fly. Don't need to restart the server. Just need to log into the back end and get it done. Give me 1 second. That's not how I wanted it to work. Messages. Messenger. Expand. Message interval 5 seconds. No, I wanted that to be 3,600. Message interval in every hour. And save and apply. Okay, right, that should fix that problem. Let's try again. The joy of running a server and having to update. We had a free upgrade today on the server, so I had to rebuild back end of the anti-cheat software, and sometimes these things happen. Okay, going back in now, guys. Hope everyone's okay out there in internet land. And you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. Loading in now. Right, we're back in. Good. Right, and where were we? We've got some 223. And we need to find a code lock. Do we have a box of nails on us? We need a box of nails, a code lock, and we've got a saw and a hatchet and a sharpening stone if possible. So we need to hit industrial. We've done Zen. So our next we'll move down this road, checking as we go. No, actually we need to go to Mishkino and then up to here, don't we? So let's set the RV to there. RV, I need it to be red or pink will do. 3D marker, create. Oh, there we go. Right, let's go that route. Our character does need to sleep as well. How are we on food? We've got an emergency something. Got any food in there? Oh, we do have nails. Okay. So we actually only need a hatchet and a code lock. It's not so bad. Been off for a couple of days. You've got to work out where you are, haven't you? Too heavy to jump it. Yeah. So we're off looking for a hatchet and a sharpening stone. And then a code lock. Got space for it. And then I've got to choose somewhere to live. That's out of the main town or city because of gas attacks. And I've got to decide, do we want a car? Because if we do, we're going to need somewhere that we can fortify for a garage. But getting a door up and a flag would be half the battle. Got an idea where we could live, that we could fortify and turn into a fortified base. Not too hard to get to from spawn. Isn't in a gas zone. Does have a garage building that we could take over and put an extra door in for a vehicle. But it's only a lower tier building, so I'd have a lot of windows I'd need to block off over time. Gives us access to a cooker. Or a second option, it's a bit further out. See, I am looking for farms, because farms are a good source of code locks. don't want to deviate massively from our route. Should be, and we need a pair of boots. The joy of a goblin server. I'll just fill my vape a second, guys. I'm just shy of inhaling and getting nothing. There we go. Which is never a good thing with a vape. Just get that burnt taste. Right, moving on. Heli crash, right flank. SVD time. Secured. See the Zeds up there, I don't know if you guys can see that. We should consolidate some of our ammo as well and throw away some of the stuff we don't need. Just having the rounds would free us up so much space and reduce the weight of carrying the magazines all the time. So our server is now running 24/7, 365, whether anyone's on the server or not. So it doesn't stop when people come offline. We've also had an update of hardware as a freebie from the host to a faster internet connection to their server and also faster hardware. So people should get less of a lag problem. No more RAM, unfortunately, but RAM's an expensive commodity these days. That used up some ammo, didn't it? Take the spare bayonet. Don't want the 5.45. Tactical goggles I don't want. Take the Pringles as food. We'll take the scope. Ooh. Ooh. Do I have a foul mag on me? Or will it take the G3 mag? No. Another commando. Take the ammo. Take the mag from that commando. So that commando is pretty much ready to go, isn't it? And it's only worn. Take that mag out. Take that scope off. Really liked a pair of boots. SV98 don't want. DMR don't want. Back to where we started. Okay, that's fine. Let's get out of here. Hello, Mr. Fox. Once we get clear, we'll sit under a bush and sort some of our loot out. Need to empty some mags and reduce our weight. And just go down to ammo. This should do. Right then. So it won't fit those, we know that. Let's unload them. I'm used to eternity unloading. Right, scopes. Yeah, we're going to have to live down here, aren't we? Right, we're going to unload that mag. Unload these. That's 5.45, we don't need that. 5.45 we don't need. I'm going to keep that ammo box, keep that ammo box, keep that. Unload that. Bin that off. DMR mag, it's badly damaged, we'll unload it. Keep the ammo though. Make a massive difference. Bin that off. Spear magazine we'll keep. G3 mag we'll keep. Another DMR mag we'll get rid. No. Yeah, empty mag. There we go. Bin that off. So if I bring my scopes up, take that down here, bring the food down as well. Spare bandages, could do with being up there. That needs to be unloaded. Bin that off. That's a firelighter. Can be down there. Spare gloves. Down here. Okay, so move these around, put the axe at the bottom. Then that scope we could bin off because that's in better nick. You only need one of those spare. It's fine. It's not a bad mag, that one. Will that fit on the Commando? Probably not. No. Get that one unloaded then. Bin that off. Okay, getting there. So spare knives. Water and bandages. Emergency food, which we'll eat in a second. Right, spare knives are there. Mags we're keeping. First aid kit. Here. Ammo, 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 ammo. That 223, that's 223 merge the two. Gives me better quality ammo. 223 merge. That's damaged. That's there. Take that to there. That's better. Take that to there. That's better. Move that to there. Right, and that's worn and that's worn. That's better. And that there. 9x39 don't want. We've got 308. We've got 762. Space for a code lock and other bits and pieces there. Good. Right, eat the food. Is that done? Right, let's get some mags reloaded. That's died. Right, we need a fire and we need some sleep. That's our next port of call. Bandage there, water bottle there. Let's get these iodined up. That spare bandage, it is. We don't need to iodine them up yet then. We've got the space to carry what we need, which is good. these military zombies take a lot of ammo. What we could do with binning off the axe and keep the axe now. Because we could build. We've got a worn. We could go and get planks, and then we could use that with the nails. So we could get a door up, as long as we've got a code lock. Where are we? Mushkino. I'll delete that RV. If we swing that way, that should get us on track for proper Mushkino. We might find a pair of boots. Let's try and just go for a pair of boots first. Because we desperately need to replace these boots. Bring that out of there as well. So when we replace them, we won't leave the knife behind. But a hatchet or a hammer and a code lock would make our day. Police sleds. Again, harder to kill. Any food in there? No. Oh, he was easy enough to take out. That's good. Crowbar makes a nice, for the moment, beat up zombies weapons, doesn't it? Saving our knives for when we need them. This way? Yeah, there. Okay. Must not get waylaid by ammo. We're here for a job. We want a pair of jungle boots. That's what we want. Because they'll spawn in pristine. I'm tired. And I can't sleep because I'm too cold. Right. Next thing then. We're going to need a fire. Which is my worst one. That'll do. I can't put this in my inventory because I'm wet. That'll do. Carry that in my hand. Let's find a big stick. That's stick one. No. I can't risk falling asleep inside the military zone. I realise having a fire out here isn't safe, but it's safer than falling asleep in military. As soon as my temperature comes out of blue, we're falling asleep. If it lets me, because I'm wet as well. I don't know if I can risk taking clothes off. Yeah, that can come off. It's damp. That's just damage. That's fine. Badly damaged, but it's not wet. That's not wet. They're not wet. That's not wet. That can come off. That can be wrung out. Come off. They're fine. They're wet. They can dry. That's fine. Right then, full stop. Poses. Lie down. Let's hope I can get some sleep. Sleep's going up. That's good. Dreamy time. It's like sleepy time. Back up to yellow. Good. Hopefully our clothes will be dried as well by the time we wake up. I've got to wait till at least I get back into the white, if it will let me. The last thing we want to do is start falling asleep in the middle of a firefight. Or we'll try and creep into Mishkino. We're into white, that's good. Be on for another 2.5 hours tonight, guys. And again tomorrow night. Got to do a little bit of work on the server once I finish. Need to add something to contaminated zones. So dynamic contaminated zones are not the permanent fixtures, but the ones that pop in and out. I'm going to change them. And probably add some more to dynamic and take them out of fixed contaminated zones. I like the idea of dynamic better than fixed. So you've got a chance of getting into any zone and searching it. We've now added a warning siren for people within 2,000 meters of an impact zone. A bomber flies over and actually drops a gas bomb on the position. So it's a bit more sort of realistic, I suppose. Gives players a fair warning they're about to get attacked though with a few minutes out. And if you're within the impact zone, you'll get knocked out. Then come round and have to fight your way out with gas everywhere. Which nobody wants. Right, I think that will do. Yeah, fire's gone out. Boots are dry. Stab vest. Shamag. Got all the kit on. What direction? That direction. About there. Okay, let's move on. We're dry and we're rested. Not fully rested, but good enough. As I said, this is all about getting a better pair of boots, because finding a leather repair kit's been really difficult. But I have an answer to that for players. What we're going to have is we're going to turn the sewing kit, the leather repair kit, the electronic repair kit, the gun cleaning kit into all items that will appear in the contaminated zones. So players will have to find a contaminated zone and push it to get access to those goods. Which makes sense. Normal Moschino, so I've got no edited content on the map yet. Before we go in, let's have a look. Can't see any players in there. Okay. Obviously, we'll take 5.56 silencers if we get one, or an SVD silencer. I don't really want to fight the Zeds unless I have to, because they're not easy. Better. I realise they're not a pair of boots, but they are ammo for the gun we've got. And my choice either was make a noise, get up high and kill every one of them, or try and do it silently to start with. 416. No. Another DMR mag, we'll take that. So we've done the tents down this line. Still looking for a pair of boots, guys. Want the mag. I don't want the mag, I want the ammo out the mag. Stay with my commando. Has that got a... wonder if it'll fit. No. Gas mask. Aim point. .300 black mag. Right, let's do some ammo sorting. Let's empty that mag. And where is the fact that everything's got a weight? That's freed up loads of space. get this one loaded. That's a Sig mag we didn't want. And where's the other one gone? I thought we had an SSG Commando spare mag. Maybe not. A lot of 223. Which is excellent. Now, will that fit that? Yes, it will. What about the other ones? No. 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 Good enough for me. So we've checked those across there. We've got to check that one and the containers. Without alerting the Zeds if possible. I don't really want a firefight. Forget that container. Right, in and out quick check now. We don't have long. Car. Get that mag out. What's that? Honey Badger 300? 556. Don't care. Mag I want though. Suppressor off to... Will that suppressor fit this? Yes. .416, no mag, don't care. .416, spare grenade, take that. DMR mag will take, always get the ammo out, we've already done that room. Done that high seat, done that high seat. No boots, let's extract. Get that unloaded. Bin that off. Get that unloaded. Bin that off. Get that unloaded up again. Right, put that there. Bring that down there. Bring that. That's damaged. That's damaged. They can go together. Get that one loaded. Still need some footwear. DMR mag, unload it. Bin it off. Worn. Mag out of there. That there, spare grenade there. That scope's damaged, bin that off. Spare mag. Got a spare ATOG, okay. Alright, into industrial next. See if we can get a code lock and a hatchet and then work out what we're throwing away. Do I just cut? No, because I don't have a code lock. Food. No restrictions to build on this server. So where you want to build, you build. Dry bag. Tempting. Potato. Packet of crisps. No code lock today, guys. Glow stick will take. If we don't have one, we do. That's worn. We'll take the worn one. Rotten. Spare plastic bottle makes a suppressor. Okay. Not perfect. Electronic repair kit. That's useful. Get the old scope repaired. That's better. That scope's fine. That's fine. Let's transfer some of our food out of here. One bit of food out of there. Actually get that out. Okay, where's next? We still need boots. Krona. Or even a pair of trainers now. Because they must be getting to badly. Oh, they're still damaged, so we've still got a chance. Krona's not brilliant. Maybe VMC. So that sort of direction. We'll go for VMC then. As you can see, a leather repair kit on this server is, that's why we're carrying the NBC shoes. So when these ruin, I've got something to wear. But jungle boots spawn in pristine. So if you find a pair of jungle boots, you're sorted, you get a leather repair kit. Well, you're sorted for a while. Still heading the right direction. So I want to go round that town and then sweep over to the MC. We'll check the barn. Because farms are good for code locks sometimes. And those barns have a farm tag on them. Crossbow, pair of wallies. Got so much weight on me, that's my trouble. Probably do away with the grenades, I suppose. What sort of weight are they? Just under 0.5, so 1 kilogram if I take both of them off. A little bit of weight gain. Or loss. My nails won't help. They're 3 Ks each. But so important, so... Hello, Mr. Fox. Let's have some food. We'll start with the crisps. It'll dehydrate me. We'll then have the MRE, because that'll also dehydrate me, I'm guessing. We'll then skin the apple, the potato, that's the word I'm looking for. And that'll give me a bit of hydration. Not very much though. Like nothing. Joy. Oh, heli crash. See if I can take any of these silently. Make my life easier if I could. you know them. Shit. Massive find. That won't fit this, will it? No. Still a massive find. SIG is 556 and the mag fits this, we know from experience. Some food. Food. One. 338. Someone opened that. SVD mag, another SVD mag. We'll take that. That's good enough for me. That's my other Z. That one unloaded. That one loaded. And where's it put them both? Still on track. Yeah, around that town, and then once we get past this town, split across to VMC. Oh, it's coming into rain. Just my luck. Maybe we'll need to go to the well in this town. Where's it put that rations? Food. that there. Pour that away. We can't trust its source. Make a suppressor for the SVD. A spare SVD mag I thought we had. Let's forget that idea. We'll keep the 277 on us. That's 338. We'll keep that. It's massive. Going to bin the 300 black off. Going to bin the 76239 off. Bin the 308 off. Bin the 50 cal. Bin the Heckler cock off. $90 rounds and 40. Okay. Shouldn't need any more 5.56 for a while. Badly damaged. Okay, as soon as we cut our feet, we need to move to NBC boots. So we're looking for trainers now. Or any shoe, any footwear. We've got the emergency NBC boots, but that's not our priority anymore. Our priority now is to find footwear. Guarantee after I've found footwear and dumped the boots, I'll find a leather repair kit and won't be able to find my boots when we go back looking for them. This is DayZ. Emergency food can be a marathon. Or Snickers as it's now called. Awful weather. Bloody Chinaris. I blame the server owner. Oh, that'll be me. Running shoes, only damaged. We've taken them. SVT? No. What caliber? What round? 7.6254. We'll take the ammo. Wrong way. Bag of coffee. Need that for the coffee machine. Once you've got a base, that'll mean more to you, because you can make coffee then that'll give you, that'll fill up your food and hydration and give you unlimited stamina for a short period of time. So well worth having. Still need leather repair kit. Yes, it is a private server. It's a members-only server for my YouTube members. Basically. It's a playground for as a way of me saying thank you to my YouTube members. It is just a survival build of Chernarus, basically, with a few added extras. And survival very loosely, because everyone's definition of survival is different. For me, it's a 70% nerf of loot. Throwing in some better weapons. Sleep. Hard to get base building supplies. Long wipes. You need to find a map to be able to put map markers down. Or have a map. Build where you like. So if you want to build in a military camp, go ahead. No airdrops. No trader. No teams. Very much harder zombies. They move slower, but they hit harder. So the mass search for tools, and I wrote the server, or put the vehicle workbench. No use to me at the moment. We don't have a base. We need a code lock and a hatchet. And a sharpening stone would be amazing. Slightly different gas zones. So dynamic gas drops come in with a warning and an aircraft flying over before you get bombed. A severe nerfing of leather repair kits and sewing kits. But if you find a pair of jungle boots and combat knives will always spawn in pristine. So our players do stand a chance, though there's not many of them. Taller grass, as you can see. Hard, as I said, harder zombies, and still a PvP server. But it's not to everyone's taste. We've got about 9 people that play over a space of a week. But mainly you against the world, with a chance of bumping into people. We'll eat that. We need to get warm again before this cold causes a problem. Eat the Snickers. Could do with a dry bag so we could always carry firelighting kit with us. But we've got some emergency rags on us. I don't really want to use them though, because when my bandages are used up I'm going to need them. So if we can get a stick, we'll get into a house and light a fire. And try and fight this cold off before it becomes a problem. Every door you open has a 15% chance of having zombies behind it. Just to add to people's problems. And a lot of the civilian zombies are gone. It's mostly just military on the map. I don't really want to use my emergency 1 tetra up unless I really, really have to. Other than that, it's a pretty standard build. As you can see, there's a weapons pack in here with a few more modern weapons in, but then again, they're 70% nerfed. And very low chance of the weapon spawning with the parts you need. Extremely rare chance of them spawning with a magazine. If we can get our temps up, we might fight the cold off without having to use the tetra. Shouldn't be heading to night time. It should still be early morning. It's just a bad weather. You get 5 hours of reasonable daylight, allowing for the rain and Chernarus, and then 1 hour of night time, of which half an hour is pitch black. So MVGs are worthwhile. Cross bag, so you can wear a bag there as well as a rucksack at the same time, giving you some more storage. Now, those gloves will be contaminated now, won't they? Because I had a don't want to put them on until my cold's cured. Let's wring them out. And then purify them if it will let me with the iodine. Make nails using pliers and wire. No. Get some skills, not massive amount, but you can, if you press U, no, yeah, we know that. There we go. So you've got survival, crafting, hunting, and gathering. When you die, you lose it, but you get, when you get up to maximum, you can buy a point in something, and then you start saving again. And you can have a maximum of 20 points in each area, and each thing has levels, 3 levels each, so you sort of really have to make a choice. So I think we're going to take the tetra as well and see if that is enough to cure us. Because as we know, a cold on DayZ now is not good. Spawn in with a knife, an apple, a drink, a bandage, and some iodine. Evening, mate. Nah, not there yet. I wish. Still waiting for the surveys to come back. And then we'll be able to get, well, as long as they're fine, which I'm sure they will be, then we'll be able to think about a completion date and paying. But yeah, surveys now is what I'm waiting for. I've been waiting 3 weeks so far. Cheetos, we'll take the food. food. Yes, red tape. So I didn't have to have a survey because I'm a cash purchaser, but I chose to because I need to know the quality of the building. And I don't trust anything that the seller tells you. I get it, you know, they want to sell a house. So they're more likely to tell you everything's fine. The estate agent was honest with me and told me some of the little defaults, things that needed fixing. But that's still all stuff that had been done. But you still don't know whether there's anything that might be worth knowing about. I'm looking for a leather repair kit. That's my current predicament. Didn't want a hard hat. I'm sure the place will be fine. I mean, it's 15 years old. It's been owned by a landlord from new. He's had it rented out, so he's had to pass certain regs to do that. But as soon as the surveys are back, then, as long as I'm happy with the results, then I'll pay the deposit. They'll write up the contract. I'll pay the remainder, and they'll transfer ownership. Ooh, another 6 rags. We'll take that. Bit lazy with DayZ at the moment. I need to get my mojo back. I get it. I get it. I have breaks from it. I think everyone does. It's a very intense game. Harder zombies on this server. Heavy labour jacket, but it's only 9 slots. My patrol jacket's, but medium installation, and my patrol jacket's worse. I'll stay with my patrol jacket. Spark plug. We had a boat yesterday, but I don't really want one. So, if we don't find footwear here, then VMC it is to look for a pair of jungle boots. So VMC is there. Okay, off to VMC it is. And then we're going to need meds because we've used up our Tetra. Still need a code lock, still need a hatchet, still need a sharpening stone to get a base up. But we've got an SSG, or SG-552 Commando, and a dragon off. There's VMC Hill. Worth having a look in the farm for a code lock. How's my footwear? Damaged. And I've got emergency NBC shoes, which are also damaged. No, we'll go straight to VMC. That's my priority now, is footwear. Another heli crash. Not a priority. They don't have boots on them. Though that may change. Okay. You want to fight? VMC's there. Okay. Again, we'll be creeping in to try and do this without triggering the Zeds. If it goes wrong, we'll get up high and try and kill them all. So this week we'll be on again tomorrow. We won't be on Wednesday. We won't be on Thursday. We probably won't be on Friday because Chuckles will be off and we'll game with Chuckles on the other server. And then I'll be back on this Saturday and Sunday. Same as yesterday, sort of longish streams. Maybe Saturday I'll do some recording. Saturday a short stream. Sunday a long stream in the morning and a second long stream in the afternoon. I'll probably get off this server after BMC because I want to do some work in the background, a little bit of balancing. Need to write some server rules, really. Just having it set a members only server for Discord members, and then for YouTube members, and then saying basically in the rules don't be a dick, and that's it, is not enough. It's a vanilla server with extras, so there are 338s on here. But the highest body armour is plate. But you can repair things to pristine if you get a sewing machine. Too heavy. Food. Never say no to food. Nice mag, but I'm going for 7.6254 build and a 223.556. Never say no to being able to light a fire easily either. Combat knife should be pristine. Yes, it is. Swap out that. Oh, that's only damaged. Swap out the badly damaged. Carry the damaged. Combat helmet, don't want. 416 will take the ammo. wearing it. No. Oh, for a pair of boots. Didn't want to do that, wanted to unload it. As I said, they are harder to kill on here. I'm just making use of the ammo. Ooh. I think we take a 50 over Dragon off. Yes. .50. Do I have any .50 on me? No, I threw it away, didn't I? I'm thinking I won't need it. Okay, so need to really hit the airfield then for boots. But what we're going to do, guys, is get clear, get into a bush, and then I'll call it for the night. The search for footwear continues. And we'll be back on tomorrow night to do a bit more. So thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you tomorrow night if you're about. If not, I will be on again on this server on possibly Thursday, possibly Friday, guaranteed Saturday, guaranteed Sunday. Other than that, I hope you have a good week. If you're not subbed to the channel, please drop me a sub. That would be massively appreciated. And if you're watching this back, then there are other episodes. The first episode of this and the timeline will be episode 1. Everything I do on this server, unless I'm doing admin work, will be streamed. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.